Hey, new day, new music.
What did you bring this time?
So Karakoram, our very beloved band,
Hmm.
dropped a new track. I think
Yeah.
yesterday or 2 days ago.
Hmm.
So yeah, couldn't wait to watch it with you.
It's a collaboration with Hasan Raheem, right? So
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be interesting
yeah.
to see.
Yes. Let's get into it and then talk.
Yep. Let's
Should
get
we?
into it. Yep.
Three, two, one, start. Interesting visual so far.
बेवजह इज्जत मरा है क्यों ऊंची ये दीवारें घेरे क्यों खुद से बड़ी इस जंग में लड़े क्यों ठीक थे तो ठीक रहने ना दे खुश थे तो खुश रहने ना दे क्यों क्यों सब बातें क्या मिला कोई अपना ना रहा बेजान जीता रहा मरे ना नारी ना
Very interesting direction.
shining. Can't seem to make up my mind. Can't seem to make up my mind. उम्मीद की खोज में रहूं ये बोझ लेके अपने सिर कौन सा दर फिरूं हम शांति से ही ना थी कोई कमी अफसानों से ही रोशनी मिली इन दीवारों को अब गिराना होगा मौका ये यूं ना गवाना होगा फिर सुकून का दिल ठिकाना होगा सब पाके क्या मिला कोई अपना ना रहा जान जीता रहा
Wow.
ठीक थे तो ठीक रहने ना दे खुश थे तो खुश रहने ना दे ठीक थे तो ठीक रहने ना दे खुश थे तो खुश रहने ना दे जान जीता जान जीता जान जीता
Whew. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. The first
Wow.
word.
Okay.
The
Okay.
wow
Wow.
from my side is first for Feda Moin, who is the director of the song.
For me, it was all vocals.
Vocals.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow. I mean,
Oh.
a combination of lyrics and vocals. Both of them. Sherry Khattak's vocals. How mature he has
How
gotten.
mature. How mature.
And their music, how mature their music, their philosophy has gotten, their work has gotten.
Seriously,
it's
man.
amazing.
Seriously, man.
Okay, so maybe we talk about the music and the video first to get those out of the way as quickly as possible.
Then we can talk about
the
Sherry Khattak.
Sherry Khattak, yes, absolutely.
Oh.
I mean, if it's up to me, I would only talk about Sherry Khattak, but lyrics
Seriously,
was
man.
also, yeah. So first of all, I want to mention that two things that I notice about their music.
Hmm.
Karakoram is not known for this kind of music. They are hard rock band. Right?
I was about to say that.
And this is either a very new territory or after Coke Studio, they have unlocked certain new areas, right? So that's one thing. I mean, you could notice the electronic drums.
Electronic
throughout the
drums.
track,
Electronic drums were
Right.
played.
and it added such a nice touch to their music because I think that's pretty much missing from their Elane Jung album throughout.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if I don't remember if they have used it or not, but here it was very noticeable.
Very
Right.
noticeable.
Even in the mixing, in the post prod, it was very noticeable, and you could hear throughout their amazing use with the drums on. I mean, Bilawal Lahooti, you are a huge fan of him, right? I mean, almost all of Pakistan's music cadre, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, so their music was very new, very very new. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what you just stole the words. I was going to say that they are known for hard rock and some metal genre which they have touched upon in their albums as well. But this is completely new. Probably they collaborated with Hasan Raheem, Hasan Raheem, and the influence that they have got from Zulfi over the years, they have matured them immensely. Just a disclaimer: I always thought that Sherry Khattak is one of the most gifted composers as well because he was one of the right hands throughout the nice Nescafe basement journey of Zulfi and then into the Coke studio. He had the production role as well.
One of
is
the
a
most underrated vocalists as well.
vocalist. I'll come to vocals later on, man. But this guy,
Yeah.
how much he has improved over the course of year, and just I would just want to say that maybe I'm saying something big, but he is going to end up as one of the legends in the future. That's what I feel.
Mm.
Like we
The
have
exponential
Zulfi,
growth.
Rohel Hayat. He's going to be in that league, I feel, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's being groomed for that role. I could see that. I mean, we can all see. But not only that, the whole band.
The whole
I
band.
mean,
the whole band.
each person brings a lot on the table.
Correct. Correct.
But yeah, the exponential growth in his vocal capabilities or the maturity of how to use that,
Yeah.
how to use his gifts,
Gifts, absolutely.
right? He's learning to make most of his gifts, and this was shown very clearly here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you
but
think
the
about the
lyrics-
video and lyrics?
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, we all know that in Pakistani music, the band culture, they always talk about some social topics.
Social
right?
topics, yeah. The message.
Yeah. There is some very strong message behind all of these videos, all of these tracks.
Mm.
And here, each person can interpret this in infinite ways, right?
Correct.
As many people, as many interpretations. For
Correct.
me, there were two interpretations. I'm talking about the lyrics,
Mm.
but also a little bit of video. This was either about depression
Seems so.
or about materialism,
Mm.
right? So when he's talking about we got everything but it still has nothing, right? We still have no one around.
Sab
I'm
paake kya
living-
mila? Yeah.
I'm living a lifeless
Yeah. Lifeless
life.
life. Yeah. Mm.
right? What was it? What was the
Exact translation, you mean?
yeah. but that line was, I mean,
Hard hitting line,
that
man.
yeah. So it was either about materialism, that I mean I could totally see some extremely materialistic person,
Mm.
he would never have peace, right? Or
Yeah.
he or she or whoever would never have peace as long as your life, pursued your passions are all about materialism, or about material, about money, about getting more and more and
Getting
more,
more and more.
right? Getting bigger and bigger, and so there's no peace in there. But then, excuse me, Hasan Raheem came with counter narrative,
Yeah. Mm.
right?
Yeah.
That you gotta break down these walls to have peace,
Yeah.
and that was very nice. I mean, combo collab
Mm.
with this counter narrative lyrics that he came up with. But yeah, it can also easily be about depression.
I felt it is like it is about depression. That's what my thought was, especially when I looked at the video. I
Yeah.
think all the band members, they showed the glimpse of each of the member as well. One was standing in front of the mirror looking at himself. Um, One thing that I noticed, he was in the sea, in maybe in a drowned state or about to drown or something. And if you notice, Sherry Khattak's shirt, they were all holes. They were holes.
Holes.
So my perception or my thinking is that he is just wounded a lot. That's what I perceived. He is just
Could
wounded.
be.
Yeah, and he is in the state of depression, and he needs some sort of motivation to get out of it. That's what I understood. At least
Some
from-
help, external
yeah.
help.
Some help that
So
he needs.
maybe it's a track about asking for help. If you're in a helpless state, if you're in a
Helpless
state
state.
where you cannot get out of on
Exactly.
your own,
Yeah,
it's about why not ask for help.
yeah. And I think Hasan Raheem's counter narrative part that you mentioned, it's actually about the hope or the motivation.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned.
Beautiful tracks. I mean, this track, this is one of those tracks where the knowledge of the language, or if you focus on lyrics, you would get it, or you would have this track would have more impact on you.
Yeah.
Right. I can tell you that the first time I heard it, because we are listening so much foreign music these days.
Mm.
What I have created a habit where I first focus on the music and the arrangement and how it has sung rather than the lyrics. Now, this was in my native language,
Yeah.
but still, when the first time I heard it, I just couldn't hear any lyrics.
Yeah.
I
True.
my mind kind of filtered it out because I was focusing on, and this is where I focus the music, because the maturity in the music
Mm.
is the extension of the maturity of their whole philosophy, of their whole work.
Correct.
I mean, how different is it from Elane Jung, the whole album?
Very different. Very different. Absolutely. I think before we move to the vocals part of Sherry Khattak, I would also like to mention that I haven't heard Hasan Raheem quite a lot. I have just heard him on Coke Studio the first time. I would be very honest. I liked the track. I didn't like it that much. The song was called Piche Hat in Coke Studio. It was okay for me, but here I really liked his part as well. The way he sang it.
Yeah, it's about your age. You're getting old. That's why you didn't like that.
I'm the dinosaur now.
Yeah, I mean that was youth anthem, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a youth anthem.
No wonder it doesn't resonate with you.
Yeah, not a teen anymore. So
Yeah, so I mean, I've covered a lot of Hasan Raheem's work. I mean, it's about, as you said, it's about the age you're in, the
yeah,
mood you're in, the part of life you're in, the part of where you are in your professional career,
mm-hmm.
right? I keep saying this, that all these elements, what you have eaten, are you hungry? All these elements affect how you consume music.
Absolutely.
Right. So I think it's like Justin Bieber, right? So if someone says that you don't like Justin Bieber, or you don't watch Justin Bieber or listen to Justin Bieber a lot, that's because I'm not in that age group anymore.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
If I were a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, that might have been my
For
kind of
sure.
music. But
For sure.
But yeah, maybe in later age, I mean, I would
You
still
will start
come
to
back to
appreciate.
Justin Bieber, yes, maybe. So yeah, Hassan. I mean, but here, I felt that Hassan Rahim is kind of out of his comfort zone a little bit.
Yes,
But
think
still,
so.
his delivery, his counter narrative. I don't know if he wrote the lyrics. Um, he did an amazing job as well.
Did an amazing job.
So yeah, talk about vocals.
Oh, Sherry Khattak, I mean,
We love him.
we just love him, man. His voice is something. This guy puts all his emotions, all his passion when he's singing. We talked about him when we covered Ye Dunya, and man, he has grown immensely, leaps and bounds, and he was doing something in between the falsetto and the scream during the chorus part. Sab paake kya mila? That part he sang so beautifully. Literally, I was just in.
Absolutely. I was stunned. I was stunned. There's this part in the middle. Um, I was absolutely stunned with his capabilities and how he has employed them.
Oof,
You know, so
oof.
it's all about timing and where you employ your most lethal weapons. And I can't. I mean, I don't even talk about his vocals and capabilities because we keep talking about. We have talked about so many times that we are gonna cover. I mean, we are gonna watch together Bekhudi from
Bekhudi.
Elana Jung.
Yeah.
The Elana Jung track itself,
Hmm.
I absolutely love it. Bekhudi, I love it. You talked about Tufan,
Tufan.
right? We gotta cover.
We gotta cover.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should watch it together and share with all our audience.
This guy is just insane. His work needs appreciation, honestly.
And I mean, why I'm so excited about this track or about Karakoram, it's not because this track itself is insanely amazing, but the hope that Karakoram is projecting that they are going to be something else in couple of years.
Couple of years, true man. This
Yeah, they are going to be emerge. I mean, they are going to emerge as, pallbearer of Pakistani music.
seriously,
Hopefully, I mean,
seriously,
these are
hopefully,
my hopes.
we all just hope, and I think they are
I mean,
going to be.
All their band members and Bilawal, all gems.
All
I
gems,
mean,
all
top
gems.
of the line.
We don't talk about Zain that much, but and
Yeah,
I'm forgetting about the name of the other guitarist who was part of Ye Dunya.
Noukhez, no,
I think
Noukhez.
they all are just so amazing, man. Right set of people at the right time and the right place.
Yeah, the right bunch.
Right bunch of people.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's a wrap for
Yeah.
me because we can talk about it. We will probably talk about this track for coming days. Like there will be
Uh,
no end.
No end. Seriously. Let's conclude it here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.